Remember the first time you played Minecraft? The feeling of realizing you could build anything in a sandbox world. You had complete freedom to shape it into whatever you imagined. Then there's Terraria. The thrill of finally defeating the wall of flesh for the first time after hours of grinding, gathering resources, fighting bosses, and chasing down the next piece of loot. Each victory made you stronger, and when you finally closed that game, you felt proud, like you actually accomplished something that day. And who could forget Stardew Valley, those cozy afternoons tending to your crops, selling your harvest, and watching your farm grow little by little. All of these games gave us something special, the calm of the worlds we built and the satisfaction of our progress. And most importantly, the pure fun that makes gaming such a comforting escape. That's what Necesse made me feel. A game that feels like all of those experiences combined into one game. So randomly scrolling on YouTube, I saw this video about a pixelated game that's a mix of Minecraft's creativity, Terraria's combat and exploration, Stardew Valley's cozy charm, and simplified RimWorld colony management. I know that's kinda a lot, but trust me, it's really great. No, this video is not sponsored, although I wish it is. I just want to share this game to you guys so you can have the same fun I've been experiencing playing this game. It's an indie sandbox adventure developed by Fair Game Studio, where you can explore, build, fight bosses, and even manage your own colony of settlers. And it recently released the version 1.0 of the game, and boy, I am not disappointed at all. Also, feel free to take my thoughts about Necesse with a grain of salt, since I haven't really finished the game yet, but I might make a video again after completing it. So Necesse starts off just like any other survival games like Minecraft or Terraria. You start off with a few items, maybe a guide, and a vast world to explore. The first step being, of course, deforestation. You chop wood, gather materials, and craft better tools to make your gameplay easier. After gathering enough materials, you build your base, the home that you'll be spending the most time on. What's special about Necesse is that you can create your own colony that can help you with every task you need to do. Upgraded axe is not enough, get yourself a villager and make it spend its whole life chopping woods for you. Upgraded pickaxe is still slow, recruit a miner that you can pay in order to mine stuffs for you. If that's not enough, beat the hell out of a pirate captain, humiliate it, tie it up, and recruit it. Definitely humane and normal, by the way. And that very pirate will sell you explosives so you can commit another environmental atrocity. And if you want to recruit a wizard that can progress your equipments or guards that you can hire to have a company in battles, well, you need to fight bosses in order to progress and unlock that feature. The game gives you that cycle in a very fun, addictive way. And little by little, like in my experience, I suddenly realized that my colony is big, I am rich, but I still want to play more because there's a lot to unlock. In the latest version of Necesse, which is the 1.0, they added a seamless exploration mechanic where, just like in Minecraft, the world generates infinitely. Necesse offers a lot of biomes and structures that you can explore or make your colony on it. Personally, I am a basic bitch, I love the forest biome. But if you prefer to go with deserts, go with it. Icy biomes, there. And greet this very friendly bear that's definitely not deadly. Structures like dungeons, fiery bases, villages where you can loot, recruit, or simply just commit mass genocide for more gold. What I find cool about Necesse is it always rewards your curiosity. Sometimes I don't really have a plan in mind, but I ended up finding amazing trinkets for my mage build, gold that I can spend to buy new stuffs, and new biomes I haven't seen before, and a bunch of tribe people wanting to kill me and offer me in a ritual. They exist apparently. The point is, I didn't plan on any of this, and before I knew it, I ended up spending hours in my session. That's how I can define exploration in Necesse is. Combat in Necesse feels like a mix between Terraria's fast-paced fights and RimWorld's strategic positioning. Kind of. At first it was simple. You have a sword, you swing it, shoot your bow, zap your enemies with basic ones, but as you further progress, it gets more interesting, which I will talk about later, and trust me, you will wanna know what you can do. Necesse also offers different classes, of course, so you can play the game at your own style. You can become a katana-wielding melee class, classic ranger, or a summoner with a lot of spiders for some reason. And the best class, no bias at all, I swear, a mage, just like me. And the class I want to try next is the range class, where you have a wide choice of ranged weapons, including guns, and of course, a hand cannon, which is very normal. Enemies in Necesse, just like Minecraft, varies on biomes. Their design and attack depends on where you are. In the forest biome, where you start, there will be basic zombies that will eat you or shoot you with a bow for some reason, but later on in the caves, you will randomly find vampires imprisoning other NPCs, and of course, the vampires will try to eat you or shoot you for some reason. You face a lot more enemies along the way, just like Terraria. Necesse offers so much varying enemies. Now, boss fights. If you've played Terraria before, you will feel at home when fighting bosses in Necesse. Some bosses can be summoned in order to fight them, some already exist and you will randomly stumble upon them, just like the pirate captain. Boss fights are one of the things Necesse truly shines. Each boss has unique mechanics, from summoning minions to unleashing large AoE attacks that'll test your movement and gear, just like this piece of shit of Swamp Guardian. If any of the developers are watching, please, I swear to God, fucking nerf this guy, please. Now, the best goddamn part of this game that really hooked me. There will be times that you can't win on boss fights and progress because you are shit. Or, you know, the Swamp Guardian is just really broken. Well, the solution for that? Get better? Nah. Just raise a goddamn army. In Necesse, you can arm your subjects and invite them into fights with you. I love this mechanic so much because not only it makes my mage playthrough better since my people are tanking for me, but it gives me more reason to grind more materials in order to progress my army as well. Plus, it gives pleasure to my I am a king who owns this world because I am nothing in real life mindset. There's no goddamn limit to how many settlers you can bring to battle. And I have abused this mechanic so much. Seeing my people drop down the enemy's health bar is something you can't see on vanilla Terraria or Minecraft. And if you prepare this type of gameplay, then I'm telling you, it's hella fun. Like I've said many times before, in Necesse you can recruit various types of settlers and assign them tasks in order to automate either farming, chopping woods and more, or raise an army to fight for you. Now, I know what you're thinking. The management will be a pain in the ass. Surprisingly, it wasn't. With all honesty, I love management games, but some games in that genre intimidates my ooga booga mind. If you know what I'm talking about. I'm dumb. I'm shit. Because it has a lot of management mechanics you need to do in order to make it really work. Well, in Necesse, it's as simple as this. You recruit this guy, make a farm, and say, hey, you can work on this farm. It's a colony farm now. Put down a chest where they can put shit there. Done. You have automated farming, essentially. That summarizes the whole colony management on Necesse, and it's the thing that I really want to praise the developers for. The colony management is simple enough that anyone can learn it, but that doesn't mean it's so basic and simple that it's boring. If you are like me and that is too lazy to think about the hunger of the whole colony, happiness, or whatever you need, math or something, Necesse doesn't do that much. It's pretty easy to learn. Now about the progression. It's goddamn addicting. Yes, it's kinda linear. The better gear, the more damage you do or the tankier you get. But Necesse offers many gear that varies in mechanics. In melee, you can use this aura farming katana or a simple sword or even pikes, and don't even get me started on mages. I don't usually do this in many games, but every time I unlock a new wand or scepter or tome recipe, I craft it in order to see what it offers, and it doesn't disappoint me. Right now, I have a magic lamp that makes you wet, and it deals massive damage. The colony progression is so satisfying as well. Recruiting more settlers means bigger bases, and seeing my farm grow, my chickens become invasive species, or my town in general becomes a bustling city, it's just so fun to see. Not to mention, every buildings you see right now in my base It's not just for cosmetics. Everything has a function or purpose, so grinding is really worth it. Necesse offers a perfect balance of pacing because it's who you will decide the pacing. Whether in a game session, like me, I just wanna farm, tend to my crops, good. Because now I can sell all those crops in order to get more gold, or use those resources to feed the whole village. Same thing with fishing. There's a sessions that I just wanna fish, sell that fish or cook it, or I just wanna explore. Well, while exploring, you'll stumble upon random structures like dungeons, pirate bases, or villages where I can find more settlers that I can recruit. Everything you do in the game rewards you, even if you take your time. Now, again, I want to emphasize on this because this is one of the things that really hooked me on the game. It's addicting. The constant gather, build, fight, upgrade never feels boring, and every little milestones feels earned. Secondly, the colony system. Again, managing your villagers is surprisingly fun. Imagine the Minecraft villager mechanics but with more to offer. And it offers a whole new layer of strategy. It's like Terraria meets enslavement. I'm sorry, no, just kidding. Boss fights can wreck you, but not like Scrolls game that makes you rage quit. But instead, like me personally, motivates me to grind more or recruit more people in my army. Just like Minecraft, Necesse has a seamless world generation and not as empty as Minecraft. There's always something to discover. And last, what I've noticed is the dev team, from what I can see, they listen to the community, especially in the early access era. They constantly post updates regarding the game, and they constantly add new content, making the game always fresh. I've tried this game before on early access and it's already great, but now on 1.0, oh my god, they've added so much quality of life improvements and new features on the early access before that you don't really want to do or not necessary to do. Well, it has a function now on 1.0, if that makes sense. Now, one of the things that might turn you off is the slow early game. The start of the game feels really grindy and slow. When you are chopping down trees, mining stones, you run out of inventory space every 5 minutes, not to mention the colony management at the beginning. Sometimes you forget to supply your settlers with food and you constantly need to build new rooms in order to provide housing to your settlers. Secondly, AI can be clunky. In a short way to describe it, villagers can sometimes have ADHD. They do this task but not finish it all the way through, do another task and repeat. But that doesn't really matter when you get more villagers. Third, villagers have no personality. This is probably the biggest con I can say, and hopefully the developers update this in the future. The NPCs are literally just ants. They work for you, they fight for you, but they don't have a Stardew style backstories. They mostly exist to work for you and not to charm you. And lastly, I know a lot of you guys will be turned off by this. It's not a free game. The game is around $9, which frankly is very cheap for a game that offers you so much. But I do understand that some of you still doesn't want to pay this much. So is Necesse worth it? Overall, Necesse doesn't feel like any survival games I've played before. You're not just a lone adventurer digging for ores or slaying monsters. You're also a leader who can build villages, recruit settlers, and turn your humble base into a thriving colony. The game gives you a sense of progression that goes beyond upgrading gear. You're creating a living world that grows with you. That's how I felt about Necesse. Whether you prefer exploring dungeons, sailing across new islands, or just relaxing while your villagers do all the hard work, Necesse lets you play at your own pace. It's the perfect mix of action, creativity, and management that keeps you hooked for hours without realizing it. And I wish many games can have the charm that Necesse hooked me with. I highly recommend Necesse. And if you have a few money saved up and looking for a game just like Terraria or Minecraft or Stardew Valley, I recommend you buy this game. Again, not sponsored. I'm literally just having so much fun in this game that I want to share it to you guys. In a world full of AAA games, Necesse is one of the hidden gems that you should try even once.